Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Half Minute Podcast, your dose of expert insight, inspiration, and practical advice from leaders in the field of aesthetic medicine. I'm Jezebel Martinez Fabregas, and today I'm thrilled to welcome a special guest, Tatiana Sarmiento, an aesthetic nurse practitioner and renowned expert in aesthetic medicine, and also the owner of Reju FP. With over 19 years of hands experience in healthcare, Tatiana Sarmiento is here today to talk about what it really takes to become a successful nurse practitioner in the aesthetic industry. Tatiana, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Jezebel. It's a pleasure to me to be here. I feel humbled for this invitation and then you reaching out to me to share my experience that people ask me, how do you make it? I'm making it. I'm still here. I'm still working on it. But thank you so much. And I'm very honored to be part of this beautiful project that it will share all the knowledge and the experience that we have in this new road that we decide to take when we leave the hospital as a nurses.
So, Tatiana, let's start from the beginning, because as you just said, you're still making it, but there was a beginning of the story. Can you tell us how the story of Tatiana Sarmiento started?
Okay, well, in the aesthetic world. So how it started? It started, I would say, 19 years ago when I decided to emigrate to the United States. Maybe it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't know. So I original from Venezuela. I emigrated to the United States, and when I got here, I realized that nurses have a bigger scope of practice, and that was my go-to. And I said, really, okay, I think I'm going to put all my effort to go back and study again. So I became an RN. I was in New Jersey, so the scope of practice is different in each state of the United States. So definitely I started doing my injectables and all that, and then I moved to Florida. When I moved to Florida, I found another story. As some RN nurses here in the United States, you get discouraged when you do aesthetics. So, but that didn't stop me. So I found in biomedical training and I started working in the office. When I started working in the office, suddenly I came across with COVID. When COVID hit us, everybody was home. We start everything online. So I started work at the office. We have more time to get prepared. So I enrolled myself in the Nurse Practitioner program. And voila, here I am. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm an instructor for an amazing company. And I have my own brick and mortar. I work for another med spa, and I still finding my way.
Yeah, and it was a nice way. And tell me, when you moved from Venezuela to the US, what are the first surprises you come across when you start developing as an aesthetic nurse practitioner? Surprises, challenges. How was that road? Because I can imagine that it was not easy at all. So I'm pretty sure people on the other side are pretty interested in knowing how it was.
Yeah, it was not easy. And especially the shock moment was with a lot of procedures that I know how to do it. And even services that I knew how to do it, I couldn't do it here. Because here is different. The law is different, and you have a scope of practice different, and the products are different. So for me, that was shocking, seeing that I couldn't do some procedures, that was not allowed to do it. It was shocking. It was discouraging. But no, that didn't stop me neither. You always going to find a way. And I found the product that is approved to be using here. I found the procedure that I could be able to do. And if I had to study a little more, I will take that class. I will take the certificate. I will get prepared in order to continue what I wanted to do and what I know how to do it. That is aesthetics in general.
Okay. And let's move to another topic, because even though the road and journey is not an easy one, skills are really crucial. So from your perspective, what makes a nurse practitioner truly successful in the field of aesthetics medicine?
Okay. Knowledge is a power. First of all, taking classes, certificates. Secondly, hands-on. Hands-on, hands-on, and hands-on. Practice, practice, practice. This is not going into medical school, dental school, and nursing school that you read a book and then you go to the hospital and put in place everything that you know, that you have knowledge. This is an art craft, I would say. This is your hands and your vision, okay, knowing the anatomy. So that is crucial in for a nurse practitioner in aesthetics to be successful. Knowledge, doing hands-ons in your patients, be always safe injector. So knowing your products, knowing the technique, knowing the anatomy, and also knowing your boundaries, knowing how capable you are, and how far you can go. There's procedures that you may see that is not your best skill. It's okay. You find your own skill that you can just target it, and it would be your niche, and take it and don't let it go.
Yeah, I totally agree. And especially sometimes we pay so much attention to very important things and we missed important details. And these soft skills, there are some of them and very usually underrated, but they are crucial in aesthetic medicine. In your opinion, which of those soft skills do you think that are key to be successful in this field?
Soft skills. I would say know your anatomy. Anatomy is the key in aesthetics. Okay? Yeah, anatomy.
Yeah, and sometimes some practitioners may overlook it, going straight forward to do the intervention or the practice. Yeah. So in this role, you already mentioned that if you were in the past, you would be already taking that training, taking the lesson. Continuing education is another key element to be successful in this field. What do you recommend to nurse practitioners in their way forward to become successful as you are right now?
Take as many classes, webinars, fast tracks, any opportunity that you have to put your hands on and your eyes and your ears into what is in aesthetics, take that opportunity. Go to big seminars, go to conference, talk to colleagues, enjoy Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, Instagram groups, any groups that is full of aesthetics injectors that wants to share the opportunity. And the beauty of this aesthetic road is that we are not in competition. We are family. We support each other. I've been in aesthetic in the United States for 6 years, right? What I notice is that if you have a difficult moment, you just get the phone and talk to a colleague. And in the hospital, it wasn't like this. I didn't feel it like it was this way. Everybody wants everyone to succeed. I want my students to succeed. I want my colleagues to be successful. And I learned that from my mentors. My mentors, every time I just send a text message because I have a doubt of some procedures that I want to do, they are there. Maybe they don't answer it the same moment, the same day, but it will be there. And if one doesn't answer me, I text the other one and then text the other one until someone answer me. But I know I always find that a collaboration with other providers. Yes, that answers your question, I guess.
That answers the question brilliantly. And yes, I wouldn't say there could be better answer to that question, because indeed, as you say, we're all a family here, and the more successful each of us are, the more successful the rest will be. So yeah, and talking about success and how to become successful, running your own business is in itself a challenge. So let's talk about branding. You are doing a fantastic job of building your brand and visibility. Only can have a look at your Instagram account and see the amount of content, the amount of branding you have created around Tatiana Sarmiento. So can you share how other nurse practitioners can begin developing their voice and presence in this industry?
Thank you so much for that. Life is about decisions that you make. So always is going to come in two. And I don't like them too much because I take too long to see this, take a decision of right or left or one or two. I want to get just one. Is it right? To make my brand, to the branding, I have the opportunity to use a company and I have the opportunity to do it on my own. And I had to make that decision. It was not about money because I had it in order to invest. But my decision was, let me try to make it myself. Okay, to do it all myself. Of course, guided with classes that I took, webinars that I attend, people that I know from the business about marketing that I ask questions. I will sit in classes about business and marketing, not knowing anything. And I say, this is something that maybe I can do. I'm a mom of 2 kids, okay? They're little. I have a mother, beautiful mother, that she is sick and I had to take care of that. And I have a husband. Had to take care of the husband. And it would be easy for me just to hire a company, a marketing company, and make them do it. But no, I always choose the most difficult roles. So I say, let me see if I can do it. With help of friends, I've been building my brand. My name when I started, it was Rejuvenation Family Practice. What a long name. But that is the name that back in the time, it was my name. It was what I was representing. I was a family nurse practitioner that can take care, that I can take care of little kids and adults. And then I evolved to an aesthetic nurse and I make a decision to just get that niche and be an aesthetic nurse. I'm not telling you that tomorrow I won't change to maybe another niche, but right now that's what I am. So that was my first decision, realizing what I wanted to do, what I'm good at it, and then narrow it. So that made me see that maybe the name is not as attractive for aesthetics. And I learned that in conference that I attend, and I attend those marketing classes, and also searching in the website and seeing names. And one day I say, what is the little for Rejuvenation Family Practice? Reju. Reju FP. Why FP? Everybody knows PRP, right? And PRF in aesthetics. It's very, and I say, I need letters. And I need letters that kick. Reju FP, Reju FP, Reju FP. A lot of people told me Reju, it's like Reju. No, I need something that spark. Reju FP. And FP for what? Family practice. Because I don't know, maybe in the future, I will have aesthetic and a big family practice. Who knows, right? So yes, I find my niche. I narrow what I'm going to do. But always you have to think in big. So FP is still there. So that's my branding. And then, of course, I use professionals to do, my logo. I also use professional in Instagrams. I take their classes. And here in South Miami, there is an amazing community that share knowledge about how to be successful in Instagram. The company that I'm part of it, and I felt very proud. We have an exceptional marketing chief officer that he is a book, and I have learned so much from him. So yes, and he still don't use that. I don't like that color. But yeah, I'm proud to tell you, all the audience, that I've been doing this on my own. So if I'm doing, you can do it too.
Well, I can tell you are so inspirational, but at the same time, Tatiana, if at some point you get tired of aesthetics, I think that marketing would be your thing, because vision and mission were totally in your explanation of how you created your brand. Yeah. I mean, you could be right now featuring all this in a marketing lesson in any kind of university, because you represent it very well with a value proposition for any businesses. And also, this is key to create a brand. The same way as you were mentioning, remain truthful to yourself, to your values, and to your future vision, which links directly to the next topic, which is ethics, reliability, reputation, because you move yourself around every single person mindset. You are performing a not easy profession, which is aesthetics medicine. And how do you keep that reputation, always avoiding issues? Because we know that in this sector, regulations or possible contraindications may arise in any potential moment. How do you manage with this tricky part of the business?
Reading and asking questions. Reminding myself, not knowing the law make you accept of the law. Maybe I said it right or wrong. Not because I didn't know, it doesn't make that I was wrong. So I look, I search. So I attend a member of several I would say companies. I don't know if the right name for now, but AMSPA is one of them that I'm a member, and they are specialized in law about aesthetics and med spa. So that is one of the things. I have a lawyer that I had to pay every time you make a call, but it is worth it, and your colleague who are around you, people that have done it, okay? In aesthetics, I learned that, yes, it's new, maybe 25 years, 20 years or more. In Colombia, I know they've been doing it for a long time. And from Venezuela, they've been doing it for more than 20 years, of course, but that I know, and I'm being in this business, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? You just have to be on top of what is new. Do your research. In the United States, you just need to check very easily. You go online and search FDA. It can be FDA clear. It can be FDA approved. It can be FDA anything. So that it was always kept me, on the law. And maybe I will not say that I was doing something that, for example, my community in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, it's not just scope of practice. What? And I did my research and I found my answer, and I do my community, But in the moment, it scared me a little bit, and I say, okay, because I always want to be my voice to say the right thing. And if anybody, find me saying something that is not correct, please correct me and send me a text message and say, Tati, I think so, that it's not right. And I will do my research, because I love to do research, find out if it's you're right or I'm right or the word is right, who is right, no? And when you say to me because I have a voice, okay, so I had to be careful what I represent. So I always make sure the company that I'm representative is a legit company. As well, if I had to step back, I would do so. I'm very humble in that. And you say something very important, and then I wanted to make our audience aware. You are learning new techniques, okay? Maybe in the moments in the year that you are, it's not going to be in your scope of practice, but just learn it. Don't say no. If it's there and if you have the opportunity to take that class, just take it, because you never know when you're going to end, okay? I had to, if I had to share something with you, I don't like too much anatomy cadaver class. I had something with those heads that I'm like, can I do something else? Can I use a plastic model? And, life has put me in the path of anatomy, facial anatomy cadaver for aesthetics. And I have to overcome that fear. Okay. So don't let anything to stop you. Just if somebody tell you, no, that's not your scope of practice, you can't do it, just do your research. And if you have to take a special class, take it.
Okay, that's again very inspirational. I'm pretty sure that the audience is recognizing that. And let's go from the advice to a lesson learned. If the Tatiana Sarmiento from today could talk to the Tatiana Sarmiento from 19 years ago, knowing what you know right now, what would be the piece of advice that you could give that younger Tatiana Sarmiento?
Don't be afraid. Just do it with passion. Keep doing it step by step. Don't try to cut corner. And always do your research first. Okay? I think that's like very short, because if not, I'm going to take 2 hours talking here with you. But I would tell that little Tati, don't be afraid, okay? Do it with passion, one step at a time, and don't try to cut corners. Just go in a straight line. And let me tell you, sometimes you feel that it's a straight line. And if you ask me, I feel that it has been a straight line. And you know why? It's because I was just focused. And I have like the horses, the horses that goes with the little things here, just for them to run one direction only and don't go and turn. Yeah. That was, maybe life was taking me right up and down. I became a nurse, and then I got pregnant. And then I went back to the hospital. And then I came out of the hospital doing aesthetic, and COVID came. And then we were inside. And now I opened a practice for everything. And then I sold that practice. And I went to work for somebody else. Okay? And now I have my own practice again. But my practice is a little different. It's more for mentor. So it's I think it was a straight, because I been focused in one thing, but life has making turns for me. Always. I guess that's the role of life, putting us in the right direction. And when you follow the instructions, you reach the port that you should be arriving to. Well, Tatiana Sarmiento, I only can say a huge thank you like this for joining us today, for all these insights, all these wise advice to our audience and potential nurse practitioners that may be growing as much as you did. Thanks a lot for joining us today. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. I feel honored. And I'm looking forward to have more of these podcasts to share my knowledge, my tips, and then also to collaborate with you guys in those amazing classes that we are going to maybe be doing soon
Yes.
and knowledge.
Yes, actually, Tatiana is saying something that indeed is going to happen very, very soon. So if you are watching this podcast, just save a date in September, end of September, beginning of October. We're working on something really amazing with Tatiana Sarmiento, with a bootcamp that she will be leading and training nurse practitioners in different topics. So a lot of interesting things are going to happen in September, October with Tatiana Sarmiento. She will be in Hammedet teaching you all. So save the date, follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube to stay tuned because the call is coming very soon. And until then, Tatiana, thanks a lot again for joining us and see you soon.
See you soon.